we're going to leave Sukkot a few minutes. Just a quick rundown for tomorrow. It's a busy day tomorrow. So you have number one, today's mincha, Tachnun, was the last mincha until after Tishrei. Now we said Technin Erev Rosh Hashanah at mincha, and we say the mincha before Erev Rosh Hashanah, Erev Yom Kippur. We do say Tachnun like we learned previously, because normally Shabbos begins Friday night. So already Friday afternoon is the aura of Kedusha. But tomorrow's Yom Tov, Erev Rosh Hashanah, Erev Yom Kippur, it starts in the morning. So therefore the mincha before, we still say Tachnun and Avinu Malkeinu. Tomorrow morning, for davening, is as follows. There's no Mizmor L'Seder, because we learned already about Ichas that you couldn't bring a korban toda Thanksgiving offering, was not allowed to be brought out of Yom Kippur. So there's no Mizmor L'Seder, there's no Tachnun, there's no Avinu Malkeinu. Okay, Shachris is a short davening. In fact, it's brought down that one of the Rabbeim, with the Frierdiker Rebbe, before he was Rebbe, he davened Shachris Erev Yom Kippur a very long time. And his father was very unpleased with it. And he called him and he said that Erev Yom Kippur things are supposed to be done quickly. No time for lengthening anything. You do it quickly. So again, so Shachris we don't lengthen it, you have to say the words, but you don't make it barichas. Okay, now tomorrow there's a chiyuv halachically to eat 2 meals. Because Gemara says that whoever eats an Erev Yom Kippur is considered as if they fasted Erev Yom Kippur, as if they fasted 2 days. So there's a custom like this. The bottom line of a custom is, at least in Ashkenazi communities, that in the morning, or before 1 o'clock preferably, you have a regular meal. You wash, no lechem mishnah, but you wash hametzi, you dip the challah in honey, you have fish, and a whole like a Shabbos meal. And then afterwards you daven mincha at 3. Here mincha is going to be at 3 o'clock. But before mincha, you go to mikveh. And before you go to mikveh, you get malchus, if possible. If you didn't get malchus before mikveh, you get it after mikveh. But in order, there's a concept of going to mikveh tomorrow 3 times. Once in the morning, either before kaparis or before shachris. Once before mincha, and once right before kol nidri. The third one is not as important. There's one tefillah which is a halachic obligation for men to tevel in a mikveh, in a kosher mikveh. Tomorrow, if you're doing it, it should be done in the afternoon before mincha. That's the obligatory, halachic obligatory one. Now, so then after mincha, you go home, and before Yom Kippur, you have another meal. Now that second meal, you don't have fish. You're not supposed to eat fish in halacha, it says, because fish will make you thirsty. It's not a good idea for the fast. There's probably deeper reasons beside that also. Before the Rebbe had his heart attack, it was very interesting. The Rebbe used to put a ton of salt on his fish. But like layers of salt on his fish. Obviously, there was a Kabbalistic thing to it, which we definitely don't know. So one chassid who wasn't too smart, he said to the Rebbe once, why do you put so much salt on it? So the Rebbe smiled and said in Yiddish, it's geschmacker, it tastes better. But obviously that's definitely not the Indian. But it says you shouldn't, in halacha it says you shouldn't eat salty foods Erev Yom Kippur, because again it makes you thirsty, so it's not just a good idea. Again, there must be deeper reasons beside that also, but that's the halachic reason you don't eat salt Erev Yom Kippur, salty foods, because it makes you thirsty on the fast. Okay, so then you have, shachris, no mizmor l'seder, no avinu malkeinu. Then you have a suda in the morning. You have again mikveh, malchus, things like that, and mincha, and then you have the suda mafsekes. Then you come back to shul before kol nidrei. Now, candle lighting tomorrow in LA is 6:18. That means when women bench licht at 6:18, they accept Yom Kippur, no more eating, no more, anything. But Yom Kippur, especially, a lot of women who go to shul the night of kol nidrei, and they live far from shul, and they want to be able to drive to shul. Okay, so the din is as follows. when they light candles, it says in halacha b'shas hachak you could do it. In time of need you could do it. This is called the time of need. It's not on a regular basis. The woman benches licht earlier, and when she lights the candle, she has in mind she's not accepting Yom Tov yet. Then somebody, either her or somebody in the household, has to accept Yom Kippur according to the Alter Rebbe, within 10 minutes of her lighting. So let's say light candlelight in 6:18, and she lit at 6 with the condition, either she or somebody in the house has to accept Yom Tov by 6:10. Okay? So if, let's say, you live a 5-minute drive, it's okay. The woman lights candles, runs into the car, makes the condition right, runs into the car, and comes to shul and she accepts Yom Tov. If it's within 10 minutes. If it's a 20-minute ride to shul, you got a problem. According to the Alter Rebbe, you have a problem. According to other people, it might be different, but again, we pass like the Alter Rebbe that you can't do it. So that's a possibility. By the way, if they're making a condition that they're not accepting Yom Tov, then they could drink also. Just like they're not, but by them it's not Yom Tov yet. Okay, so then they could do that. Men could do that also, but men actually begin the fast at 6:18, 6:30 Shkia. That's when the fast starts for men. But because Kol Nidre, we wear talesim. Those that wear kittel, and we wear talesim. Halachically, you're not allowed to make a bracha on tzitzis after sundown. So you have to make sure if you're coming to shul to where you put on wherever you're going. When you're putting on your talis, you have to make sure to put on the talis before sundown, because after sundown you can't make a bracha on the talis anymore. So you have to make a bracha before sundown, before 6:30, and then some people are makbid to start Kol Nidrei dafka by day. In Chabad the minig is not to be machmir in that. So also that's Kol Nidrei. Another thing is, again, no leather shoes, all these things we learned to great length. After Kol Nidrei is official, there's two things. There's opening the Aron Kodesh for Psicha Kol Nidrei, which is a very big thing, and the first Sefer Torah, to buy the schus to hold the first Sefer Torah. Some shows they sell other Sefer Torahs also. Maybe we'll do it this year. Why not? Make more money, who cares? That's the story that way. There's a minute. What's that? The minute is also. Some people do it every year of Shabbos. Before Kol Nidrei, the father blesses his children, with the bracha, bechazken, and plus whatever they want to besh. What?
So 6:30 the fast starts, and what time is Kol Nidrei?
6:30.
So you got to start the fast before 6:30.
Yeah, you have to start the fast. Should I tell you at 6:29 and 59 seconds you could take a drink? No, I wouldn't say that. Even men are saying that don't accept this. Okay, then in Chabad meaning is also after Kol Nidrei, after Ma'ariv, we say the entire Tillim. Say the entire Tillim. The Rebbe emphasized that. The Rebbe used to do it a lot. The Rebbe went, in the early years, the Rebbe sometimes he went to the Yomit to lead the Tillim. So our meaning is to say the entire Tillim. The 5 things that we learned: no eating and drinking, no washing yourself, no smearing, no marital relations, no leather shoes. Okay, all those things that are applying to Erev Yom Kippur. So that's basically it. Some people have a minhag of eating kreplach. Now kreplach is meat covered with dough. There's a lot of Kabbalistic reasons for that, why we eat kreplach. There's a story with the Rebbe. There was a few times a year we eat kreplach. Hoshana Rabbah, Purim, and Erev Yom Kippur. We eat kreplach. That's the minhag, according to Kabbalah. Eat the minhag. So one time, by one of the meals, by the Rebbe's house, I think it was, this is what they say, that for whatever reason there were no kreplach. So instead of what a normal American person would do, scream at his wife, why should he make kreplach? So what the Rebbe did was he took a piece of challah and cut it open and put a piece of chicken or meat in the challah. They said, "Oh, that's kreplach."
Is the sandwich kreplach also?
It's supposed to be in. This is separate. It's supposed to be in the dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I told you questions are too hard for me. Machat Shina Zon HaMayim Mayim